What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Bluebird Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, former undisputed cruiserweight world champion, superstar boxer, Ukrainian fighter, Oleksandr Usyk has a strong message and a warning for UK British heavyweight contender, superstar boxer over in the UK, Dereck Chisora. Oleksandr Usyk and his team says that they don't mind taking a fight with Dereck Chisora. They just want to weigh out their options when it comes to the highly anticipated unification rematch, heavyweight unification rematch, between former unified British heavyweight world champion Anthony Joshua and current unified Mexican heavyweight superstar boxer Andy Ruiz Jr., December 7th in Saudi Arabia, because Oleksandr Usyk is the mandatory for the WBO. The winner of that fight obviously is going to have the WBO, as the WBA, the WBO, the IBF, and the IBO are all on the line. Currently, they're all in possession of Andy Ruiz Jr. We know the WBO, when you move up in weight, as Oleksandr Usyk did, coming from cruiserweight to heavyweight, they allow you to skip the line, to jump ahead of the line, right? So he's automatically become the mandatory for the WBO. So he wants to try and push for that, right? But also at the same time, Kubrat Pulev is the mandatory for the IBF, and he's going to push for that. So it's a chance that they could vacate one of the belts, or maybe the WBO or the IBF give him a pass and let him satisfy that mandatory, which is kind of difficult. It's hard to see them doing such, because that would be allowing your competitor to have a one-up on you, right? Meaning that, so if the IBF says, okay, we'll allow you to satisfy the WBO mandatory, they don't take too kind of that. They don't care what you do for them. They care about what you do for them. You understand? They don't care about what you do for the competitor. They care about what you do for them personally, as you represent their sanctioned body. They understand you represent another sanctioned body, but they could care less. So it's like you saying you have Burger King and McDonald's are sponsoring you, and so you ask them, listen, you ask McDonald's, I got to go satisfy my duties for Burger King. Can you give me a pass in satisfying yours? McDonald's going to say no. They're the competitor. You satisfy mine and ask them for a pass. You understand? So it may come down to the winner of the fight vacating the belt, and then we could possibly see Oleksandr Usyk and Dereck Chisora fighting for the vacant WBO belt, if that's the belt that's vacated. Or he could face the winner of the fight for the mandatory, and they vacate the IBF, and then Kubrat Pulev will be facing somebody else for the vacant IBF title. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the holdup, because Oleksandr Usyk and his team are ready, willing, and able to accept the challenge to face Dereck Chisora. You understand? So they saying now, listen, we want to take this fight with him, but let's wait it out and see if it's for a higher stake. Meaning that if the winner of the fight vacates the WBO belt, let's wait, and then Dereck Chisora could be our a challenger for the vacant belt. You understand? So we're not just fighting just for the sake of fighting. We'll actually be fighting for the vacant WBO belt. You understand what I'm saying? Not just for nothing. So now, but he definitely wants to fight. And so now Oleksandr Usyk and his team are saying, we're going to take the fight, and we're going to retire Dereck Chisora. This is going to be his retirement party. This is going to be his retirement fight. This is going to be his cash out fight. He will no longer fight after this fight. This is it. The buck stops here with us. Wow. Me personally, I think that Dereck Chisora is going to win the fight against Oleksandr Usyk. I think he's going to be too big, too strong, and too willing, meaning that his inner dog, and his want is going to overshadow that of what Oleksandr Usyk could bring to the ring. I just think that Oleksandr Usyk is too small. He doesn't have much power punching. He's quick because he's a cruiserweight, but he's not that fast. You understand? So when he fought Chaz Witherspoon, I wasn't highly impressed. When he fought Tony Bellew, I wasn't that impressed. I thought Tony Bellew was winning that fight. Up until Tony Bellew ran out of gas, and then Oleksandr Usyk stopped him, a smaller guy. Tony Bellew was outboxing Oleksandr Usyk. And Tony Bellew doesn't have near the power Dereck Chisora has. He doesn't have the dog Dereck Chisora has. You understand what I'm saying? I thought that Dereck Chisora won the first fight with Dillian Whyte, and he was winning the second fight until Dillian Whyte caught him with that beautiful uppercut and countered him and ended the show. Right? So Dereck Chisora has experience. He's been in the ring with Tyson Fury twice. He's been in the ring with Vitaly Klitschko. He's been in the ring with Dillian Whyte. You understand? He's been in the ring with stars in his career. So Dereck Chisora knows what it takes at this level, especially at the heavyweight division. I don't think that Oleksandr Usyk can compete with Dereck Chisora over a duration of time. Now, maybe Dereck Chisora fades in the fight and Oleksandr Usyk capitalizes, because one thing Oleksandr Usyk does have, and that's good, he has great conditioning, right? So that's one of his biggest weapons, right? But when it comes to competing with the big guys in the heavyweight division, I don't think he could do it. I don't think he could do it. I just don't think he could do it. I don't think he could compete. And so, with that said, I think that Dereck Chisora is going to win this fight. And Dereck Chisora, for the first time, is going to be a champion. And then you'll see Dereck Chisora. If Anthony Joshua wins this fight, I think Dereck Chisora will fight Oleksandr Usyk for the vacant WBO title. And I think Dereck Chisora is going to beat Oleksandr Usyk. And if Anthony Joshua is to win, he'll fight Kubrat Pulev for the mandatory, the IBF mandatory. He'll satisfy that. Joshua will beat Kubrat Pulev. And once he beats Kubrat Pulev, he'll face Dereck Chisora for the WBO belt again. That's what's going to happen. And regain the WBO belt. Because that's a huge fight for Dereck Chisora, especially in the UK. He's not going to, don't expect Dereck Chisora to go the route of fighting Deontay Wilder. That's not going to happen. You understand? Or if Oleksandr Usyk wins the fight and Anthony Joshua should win the fight, then you'll see Oleksandr Usyk and Anthony Joshua face off in a unification bout. You understand what I'm saying? You guys following what I'm telling you? So, but I highly expect Dereck Chisora. Either way, Deontay Wilder will not be getting a unification bout anytime soon. Because this is the way the chips are going to fall if Anthony Joshua defeats Andy Ruiz Jr. If Andy Ruiz Jr. wins, he's still going to be put in the same situation. The difference is Andy Ruiz Jr. is going to push for undisputed. So now he could say, listen, unification bouts and undisputed trumps mandatories. So now he could push for both IBF and the WBO to step aside and say, listen, I'll satisfy the mandatory after I fight for undisputed. Or Deontay Wilder agrees, after I fight for undisputed, the winner of the fight has to fight for the mandatory of the IBF and the WBO. And at that point, I wouldn't be surprised if Deontay Wilder, Andy Ruiz winner which I'm favoring Deontay Wilder to win, but sport of boxing is the heavyweight division, so you never know. I'm expecting the winner of that fight to ultimately, possibly vacate one of the belts, because you still will have to honor two mandatories, the IBF and the WBO. And you got guys like Kubrat Pulev and Oleksandr Usyk that's absolutely going to push for their opportunity to become a heavyweight champion. So you can't satisfy both, so I can see there being a vacate of one of the belts at that point in time and satisfying the other one and then trying to regain it in a unification bout later on down the line. Like I said, same scenario, just be after Undisputed, that they would vacate the WBO and, possibly by that time, Oleksandr Usyk and Dereck Chisora would fight for nothing other than bragging rights. Or it could be Kubrat Pulev fighting somebody for bragging rights for the IBF. So the winner of that fight may vacate the IBF and say, listen, Kubrat Pulev fight somebody and we'll fight Oleksandr Usyk, because that's the bigger fight. So that would more likely be the case, that you would see Oleksandr Usyk get his opportunity for the WBO rather than them fighting Kubrat Pulev and vacating the WBO, because Kubrat Pulev is not a big fight as Oleksandr Usyk would be. So I hope you guys are following what I'm telling you, right? I know it's a little confusing. If it is, then replay it and watch it again. But I highly expect Dereck Chisora to beat Oleksandr Usyk. I just don't think, I'm not impressed with Oleksandr Usyk. I'm not impressed with his punching power. I don't think that he can compete with the upper echelon in the heavyweight division. And I don't think that he can compete or withstand with the Dillian Whites, the Jarrell Millers, the Dereck Chisoras, and, that second tier guys. I don't think he can compete with them either. He's a cruiserweight, and he needs to stay there. He's not Evander Holyfield. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. Oleksandr Usyk says he's going to retire Dereck Chisora if they step in the ring, or when they step in the ring, should I say. Only hold up for this being announced is the fact that Dereck Chisora, that Oleksandr Usyk is waiting to see how the fight plays out between Joshua and Ruiz and see where he stands as far as, is he going to get his opportunity to fight the winner of that fight, or are they going to vacate that belt and he'll fight Dereck Chisora for the vacant WBO belt, because he's the mandatory for the WBO belt. So the winner of that fight is going to owe him an opportunity to fight for the WBO belt. So now they can vacate it and fight Kubrat Pulev for the IBF, and then he'll fight Dereck Chisora for the vacant WBO belt, or he's going to get his opportunity to fight the winner of that fight, which is bigger than him fighting Dereck Chisora. Either which way, this is what he's looking for in his next outing. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Peace.